When was the last time you took a leap of faith, trusting that everything is going to work out? Do you crave growth, or are you merely content with the status quo? If you want more out of your life, out of your career, and out of your relationships, you are in the right place. Take the leap and discover how to create a life by design rather than living it by default. Real success starts with you. Now here's your host, Colleen Biggs.
Hello, listeners, and welcome back to episode 12 of Take the Leap. I am your host, Colleen Biggs, and today I am going to dive into all about who is your tribe. Why do tribes matter? So we've done now 12 episodes since the very first episode. And the very first episode that I recorded, I really was vulnerable in talking about starting over and everything I had been through in my business and starting over. And now we're 12 episodes in and a couple months in, and I could not be happier with the choices that I've made and the people that I get to surround myself with. I believe we're faced with a lot of hard decisions in our lives that come about, and that necessarily doesn't mean that we have to take the influence or do what everyone else tells us we should do. We need to listen within when it comes to making the decisions of who we collaborate with, who we surround ourselves with, and the people that we decide, we want to allow in our lives. And I want you to think about right now, who are the tribe of people that you surround yourself with? So are these tribe of people that you surround yourself with fueling for you? Do they snuff out your flame, or do they provide additional fuel for your flame to stay lit? Do they allow you to shine bright? And do you allow them to shine bright? Is this person or individual supportive of the things that you're working on? So do they ask you to hold them accountable? Will they tell you if they feel that you're doing something that's unethical? Is this person really a true friend? Is this person negative? Are they a naysayer? Do they get upset with you if you talk about your success or success that you're having? Do you feel like you can't really be yourself around them? If you're answering yes to any of this for people in your life, they're a negative influence on you. And we are the equal combination of the people we hang out with. And I have purposely chosen in the past several years to only put in my life people that fuel me, people that support me, people that believe in me, people that allow me to be my fullest self. And all the others I have limited my time with, because some of those are family. We can, but necessarily some of us aren't ready to remove family from our life. So that's when you have to limit your time with those people, and or remove those people from your life. Many of you might know or might not know, my mom is no longer in my life. We disagreed on a lot of things. She's very negative. I've really felt that from the time I was a small child, that I really just didn't fit into my family. I was much different than the rest of them. And they've all alienated me due to their own mirroring of self-worth and self-reflection, that they have chosen to call me names or say that, I'm not being the nice one in the conversation. And let me tell you, I've done everything to connect with my family. And it really hurts my feelings that they don't want me in their lives. And there are people in my family that I choose not to have in my life due to the nature of them not accepting my family and who I am and how I love my kids and my stepkids and my grandkids. And that's okay if they choose that they don't want to be there. So going back to the tribe theory that we're talking about, I've created masterminds called Infinite Impact. We just came back from Sedona, and we go away every quarter, and we do that so that we can lift ourselves out of the current habitat we're in, go somewhere, work on ourselves, work on our businesses, have this group and tribe of women holding us accountable. We get to, of course, have some fun, enjoy the location that we're at. But the main reason we do this is to have a foundation of people surrounding us that care about us, that love us, that are there to support us, good and bad, because we're growing and we're learning and we're expanding. And that's when we need the most support. While we're there, we spend hours digging into what each one of us are working on, giving true perspective. This is a very respectful group. And I started this mastermind based off of the philosophy of Think and Grow Rich from Napoleon Hill and how two minds create that third mind. And as I really started diving into masterminds, I really noticed that it was a lot of the type of brainstorming that we would do back in corporate America when we had sessions of just brain dumping and brainstorming and being able to ask other people questions and getting clarity and getting ideas and perspectives that we had never thought of before or seen before. And so as I brought this into my entrepreneurship, and after I had read that book a couple of times, I really realized how important the tribe is that we have around us. And I've also reflected and looked back at the people that I hung around with, and probably I had the same eating habits. I had the same drinking habits. I had the same shopping habits. How much money I made was about average. And then I started to realize if that's true, the tribes that we hang around, if that network becomes our net worth of our health and our habits and our wealth, then I need a new tribe. I need to hang around with a new tribe. And so I did. I started choosing different people in my life. And then I created the community for women to be able to be around with like-minded women and have a better health journey in their life. I'll share a quick story with you. A good friend of mine who is also one of my sponsors, Melissa Deely, she's a health practitioner, and she has helped me in the last 2 years when I figured I was extremely healthy. And I didn't have any toxins in my body. I ate healthy. I was a personal trainer. I worked out regularly. And then I took her survey and realized that I had toxins in my body, and they were showing up in signals of things that she would ask, like, do you ever feel that you have a postnasal drip, or do your eyes ever run, or, different questions that, she would ask. And it was very interesting to me that I found out that I needed to go through this detox. Once I'd gone through the detox, I was sold on, I did some lab tests with her and how now I can see we focus on this appearance on the outside of our bodies, and we don't always focus on what's going on in the inside. But I wanted to know by lab tests what's really going on the inside of my body. And I couldn't understand why, after all of these years, my entire life, I was almost 50. I'd been the same weight pretty much my whole life with the activity. And I guess I slowed down a little bit in COVID as far as moving around. I wasn't flying on as many planes, so I wasn't traveling to as many places I used to go where you would be walking, right? So I didn't have as much of that activity. I couldn't figure out why I'd gained weight. So the lab showed that because I wasn't eating breakfast, I would just grab something in the morning. because I wasn't hungry. That was really the truth. It wasn't that I just was too busy. I just wasn't hungry. So because I didn't, wasn't grabbing anything, my cortisol levels were actually, rising in the morning, which was causing my body to store fat. And because it was storing fat, it wasn't that I wasn't working out, enough or eating the right things. I wasn't eating at the right times. And so just switching and choosing to make a quick shake in the morning that I could drink because I didn't feel like it was something I had to eat, right? So I could just drink it over the period of a couple of hours in the morning. It kept my cortisol levels lower. So my body would burn the fat instead of storing the body fat. Now, I am not a practitioner. I'm not a doctor. I'm sharing a personal story with me. So please don't take this as, something that you need to go try. If you want to get in contact with my health practitioner and you want to get labs done from the, privacy of your own home and you're ready to try a detox and there's reasons, I wasn't looking to lose weight. I didn't go on this detox because I needed to lose 10 pounds or 20 pounds or anything. I went on this because I wanted to detoxify my body. In fact, I had a daughter come over the other night and asked me, why are you always on these cleanses? And I said, well, it's not a cleanse. It's a detox and I do it once a quarter. And I only do it for 7 days. So the original one I did was for 3 weeks, for 21 days. And then after that, I just to keep up maintenance of it, I just do it once a quarter. And usually sometime within there, I'll do it for a week. And so this time, and I'm sharing this story because this time we decided in my group of clients and several other people we know to do it as a group. So as a tribe, we all jumped on and said, for 7 days, we're going to cleanse. Now we're supporting each other. We're messaging each other on Facebook and we're talking about, I had a headache today, or I felt lethargic today, or I have a dry mouth. Why is that? And we're all pitching in and talking about, have you tried drinking ginger tea or, this or that. So we are all supporting each other through this journey. And since I've started doing these detoxes, I've noticed just about every single one of my clients have done them. Just about every person that I've gotten in connect with that is looking to have a health journey has gone and worked with Melissa Deely because of that. And, I'm promoting her and talking about her because we recommend people. And we talk about how wonderful a coffee shop is, or how wonderful an experience we had at a doctor was, or how wonderful our gynecologist is. And then we recommend that person to another person. And I'll never forget one day I was sitting in urgent care with one of my children, and I was talking to the other lady there about, some female things that was going on. We were just having a conversation. She was like, oh my gosh, you have to go to this doctor. He is the best doctor. He does the best work. And I was like, okay, well, I'd be more than happy to talk to him. Please refer me. So I go to this doctor. He's able to help me with a surgery that I had. I had a bladder surgery. I don't know, 10 so years ago. And come to find out, this surgeon, this gynecologist or surgeon, or I think he does both. He delivers babies too, actually delivered the babies of my husband's kids. And then I found out a couple of my stepdaughters go to him and he's been delivering their babies. So it was so amazing to me, the connection that was made from a person I'd never met at an urgent care, gave me the name of this individual, and then come to find out this individual has really been in my circle so closely this entire part of my life. I didn't even realize it. And that's how close-knit people can be to you, just that degree, that small degree away. And he's been one of the best doctors I've ever had since that point. I trust him 100%. I asked my daughters about him. They trust him. And so, of course, I moved forward with the surgery and have been with him ever since. So, Recommendations mean something. When you have a tribe of people around you, they're never going to recommend a person to you or an event or a place or something for you to do or someone to talk to or how you can, help your health. They're never going to have that conversation and introduce you to that person if they don't feel that you're going to get the exact same service they did and you're going to feel the way that they do. This is why tribes are so important. So I'm going to ask the question one more time. Who is your tribe? Who is it? Who are you hanging around with? What group have you plugged yourself into that is supporting you, that has the energy, that is fun, that is supporting your health journey, that is supporting your wealth journey, that is supporting your relationship journey, that is supporting the goals that you've set for yourself? These are the tribes that I create. I've created them in my personal life. I've created them in my business life. I've created them in my circle of the LEAP community, which is who our sponsor is today. The LEAP community is a community for women who want to be seen, be heard, and be visible. And I don't say that lightly. To really be seen, to have other people see you for who you are, that is big for us. That is a huge expression of saying that I'm ready to be seen with all my flaws, with all my imperfections, with everything that I have. I'm ready to be seen. And I want people to hear me, because I have something to say. And I would love for other people to hold me accountable and to help me grow, empower me to be the best version that I can be of myself today. That's what we do in the LEAP community. And then one step further in that is what we do in the coaching that I provide for my clients. So we do that in a group session. We do that in individual sessions. And this is for you to take your goals. What are you working on? How are you ready as a leader to take yourself to make a bigger impact? Are you ready to lean into your fullest purpose? Are you ready to reach your peak performance? The peak potential that your life could possibly offer you. Are you ready to do that? I inspire change in other people so that they can inspire change in other people. I build unlimited success and do it so that I can teach other people how to build unlimited success. And my plan is to leave a legacy. I am not doing all of this to not leave a legacy behind of change that I have created that is now permeating through the world, that changed one person's life, then it changed another person's life, and that person took what they learned and they changed 10 other people's lives. That is how that ripple effect happens. So don't sit back and say that you want to see change. Don't sit back and complain and feel bad for yourself and allow life to happen to you. Stand up and allow life to happen for you. Have the self-esteem that it takes to believe in yourself. And if you are not there yet, I can get you there, because I will believe in women before they can believe in themselves. So I hope the message that I delivered today to you on why surrounding yourself with a tribe and the right people is so crucial in your life. I have a client I was just thinking of, Heidi, and she doesn't like to speak up a lot, and she's very quiet, and she's a real estate agent in California. And she said to me, I just love being part of this group and working with you as a coach, because I've become more confident in the last 2 months than I've ever been in my entire life. And I thank you. I thank you for that. And I'm blessed and honored that I even had the opportunity to be in her circle, to work with her, and to be on that journey with her of what her accomplishments are as being a superstar mother and as being an amazing wife and someone who people can go to in the community when they are looking to move their families into their dream home. She's just the most generous, kindest hearted person I know. And I'm thankful that I've met her. So look at your 5 people you're surrounding yourself with. Look at the tribe of people that you have. Are these people supporting you? If they're not, I want you to move them further back in the auditorium and get them off your front row because they're hurting you. They're not helping you. And I hope that you take what I'm saying today, not with just a grain of salt, but I really want you to start focusing on those people and being intentional on who you're placing in your life from this point forward. And with that, I will say to you that you are the only you that has ever been. You are the only magnificent you that will ever be. So please do not walk this life alone. Find people that are like you. Find people that challenge you. Find people that you want to emulate, that you want to be like. That way you can live the life you truly desire. And with that, I would say for the rest of the week, have a wonderful week. And remember to be you and be strong. Bye-bye for now.
Thank you for joining us on this journey of self-discovery, where you learned the tools to create a life by design. Remember, you are the only you there is, and you are the only you that will ever be. Be you and be strong, because you are brilliant, and the world needs you at your best. We cannot wait for you to join us again next time.